Hello my dear students, I again welcome you to this another episode of this English class. I am Dipika Chettri, Assistant Teacher, RKSP Boys High Secondary School. In our last class, we discussed a poetry. In today's class also, I will be discussing with you all another poetry. And this poetry is called Meeting at Night by a Victorian poet, Robert Browning. Before I go further, I would like to remind you that in our last class I told you when we discuss a poem written by William Wordsworth, and that is composed upon Westminster Bridge, I told you that it is a romantic poet, that means written during romantic age of English literature. There we saw love, isn't it? Love between human and the nature he lives in. How the poet has glorified or supernaturalized the nature, glorified the nature. Okay, in today's lesson, in today's poem, we'll witness another love poem written during Victorian age, and here the love that is shown in this poem is between two human beings, two passionate lovers. Before I go in depth with the poem, I'll just want to give you a brief introduction about the poet Robert Browning. He was born on 7th May 1812 in Camberwell, London. His parents were Robert Browning Sr., he was a clerk, and Sarah Anna Whiteman. She was a spiritual woman, believe in spirituality, deeply believe in spirituality. Also, she was a musician. He married Elizabeth Barrett Browning. She was a famous poet, famous female poet of the Victorian age. So, his wife was also a poet. Now, the style which Robert Browning followed, he is mainly known for his dramatic monologues, and he is also called the poem of optimism. Victorian age was the age of pessimism mostly. Victorian age, it came after the Romantic age. Okay, it starts from 1837 till 1901. During this period, Queen Victoria was the ruler, or she reigned England, and at that time, I told you earlier also, during Romantic age also, during the Romantic age, or at the time of Romantic age, there were so many changes were coming up, isn't it, in the society, because of the different kinds of revolution, French Revolution and Industrial Revolution. New ideas were coming up, and same was carried on during the Victorian age. So now people have started thinking everything rationally. And this age, Victorian age, actually was age of novels. Famous novelists like Charles Dickens, Thomas Hardy, they all belong to this age. So we find very few poets during this age. Okay, and one of the important poet of this era was Robert Browning, and in his poems we find optimism. आशावादी भनिन्छ नि, आशावादी कवि हुनुहुन्थ्यो. Okay, this some of his okay, then one more thing, Robert Browning was very much or highly influenced by romantic poets, and especially we see his influence, he was very much influenced by P.B. Shelley. Some of his notable works are Men and Women, Ring and the Book. It's very popular work, Ring and the Book, My Last Duchess, Rabbi Ben Ezra. Robert Browning actually was not recognized at his early age. He was recognized as a poet at very lately. Okay. Now coming to this poem, let's come to this poem. This poem actually was written by Browning, or the source of the poem. It was published in the collection, published in his collection called Dramatic Romance and Lyrics. And at that time, it was not named as Meeting at Night. Actually, there were two poems. Number one was Night and the Morning. Later on, after 4 years of the publication of this poem, Robert Browning, he separated those two poems as Meeting at Night, and another was Parting at Morning. So these two poems, Meeting at Night and Parting at Morning, now they became two different poems. Initially it was a single poem. Okay. A single poem, I would say, like a single poem means it was originally titled in two verse, two verse. It was in a same poem, two verse in the same poem, Night and Morning. Okay. Coming to the poem now. Actually, this poem shows the a journey of a lover to meet his beloved. I told you that it is this poem belongs to Victorian age, and during that Victorian age, people were much conservative. Before marriage, like love between a boy and girl, before marriage, it was not much appreciated and accepted in the society. So they had to meet secretly. Okay. अहिलेको एजमा पनि केटा र केटी अलिकति यसरी भेटेको 100% एक्सेप्टेन्स कतिवटा ठाउँमा छैन, तर त्यति बेला भिक्टोरियन एजमा चाहिँ एकदमै यसलाई मानिँदैन थियो राम्रो है. अनि द्याट अल्सो इन एट नाइट, त्यो त अब अझै एकदमै मानिँदैन थियो हैन. इट लाइक इट्स अ क्राइम भन्ने जस्तो गर्थ्यो. People also say that, the critics, some say that Victorian, this Meeting at Night is the poet's biographical poem. The lover who is shown here is the poet himself, because this poem was composed before his marriage. He married Elizabeth, he fell in love with, he come in countership, or he fell in love with Elizabeth Barrett in the year 1845, and 1846 they got married. But background ma herdakeri chai Elizabeth's father was not much happy with their relationship, or he was very conservative. मन पर्दैन थियो है, मन पराएको थिएन रबर्ट ब्राउनिङसँगको रिलेसन या कसै पनि केटासँग उसको छोरीको रिलेसनलाई. र त्यसले गर्दाखेरि सिन्स फादर वाज अगेन्स्ट दिस रिलेसन, त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ के थियो त्यहाँ के भयो भनिन्छ कि रबर्ट ब्राउनिङले चाहिँ यसरी सिक्रेटली आफ्नो बिलभेडलाई, आफ्नो लेडी लभलाई भेट्नु जान्थ्यो. र यो कथा, यो पोएम चाहिँ यही रबर्ट ब्राउनिङको आफ्नै जर्नी, हैन कस्तो हर्डल्सहरु पार गरेर जानु पर्थ्यो यो जर्नी नै एक्चुअली देखाएको भनिन्छ बट सम क्रिटिक्स सेज दैट नो इट इज नॉट ट्रू यहाँ चाहिँ जस्ट इट्स एन इमेजिनरी थिङ ओके one more thing which we find in Browning's poetries is the use of imaginaries थुप्रै इमेजेसहरु है इमेजिनरी क्यारेक्टर्सहरु युज गरिएको हुन्छ अनि एकदमै रिदम है रिदमिक वेमा पनि यो पोएम्सहरु लेखिएको हुन्छ we will see these how imaginaries or images are used यो सबै कुराहरु हामी when I'll explain you this poem line wise I'll make you understand okay so in meeting at night we see a nocturnal भनेको चाहिँ नाइटमा हुने है राति बेलुका हुने कामहरु नक्चुरल दैट मीन्स बेलुकाको बेलामा रातिको बेलामा नाइटको जर्नी अफ अ लभर टु मीट हिज बिलभेड अब he was very much passionate eager to meet his beloved okay I'm sure some of you are in love with someone some girl and if your love has got that passion you always desperately want to meet her isn't it you want to see her अहिले त टेक्नोलोजी छ फेसबुक मा हेर्न सक्छ या भिडियो कलिङ गर्छ भिडियो च्याटिङ गर्छ हैन तर त्यो टाइममा त्यस्तो थिएन पहिलाको टाइममा अनि भेट्नु पनि एकदमै ओपनली नपाउँदाखेरि है आफ्नो लेडी लभलाई कति दिनसम्म भेट्नु नपाउँदाखेरि अनि कतिवटा उनीहरूले एफर्ट लगाएर चाहिँ दे फिक्स्ड अ मिटिङ एन्ड देन त्यो मिटिङमा पुग्नुको लागि पनि दे ह्याड टु क्रस सो मेनी थिङ्स सो मेनी हर्डल्स सो मेनी अब्स्टेकल्स र यो पोएम म लाइन वाइज तपाईहरुलाई एक्सप्लेन गर्छु एन्ड आई होप it will help you and before I go line wise students please make it a point that you read this poem once twice thrice as many as you can many times till you understand it पढ्नुस् अघि यो भन्दा अगाडिको जतिवटा पोएम्सहरु थियो या पढाए त्यो पनि तपाईहरुले पढ्नुस् यो this video is not enough until and unless you go through your book तपाईहरुले पढ्नु भएन भने यो भिडियो मात्र हेरेर चाहिँ बुझिँदैन है यो चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने तिमीले मुभी चाहिँ हेरेको छैनौ तर कसैले कथा भन्यो है या त ट्रेलर सुन्यो अनि बुझ्यो यो रहेछ मोटामोटी मुभीमा यो रहेछ तर अगर तिमीले खुदै गएर थिएटरमा मुभी हेर्यो भने यु नो यो सिचुएसनमा यो भएको थियो यो बेला यो भयो यो त्यो मुभीको क्लाइमेक्स सिनमा यो भएको थियो यो टाइममा यु नो इजन्ट इट र त्यस्तै हो भिडियो मात्र हेरेर चाहिँ डोन्ट थिंक दैट यु विल अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड एभ्रिथिङ यु हेभ टु रिड लाइन बाइ लाइन एन्ड एकताल मात्रै रिड गरेर हुँदैन रिडिङ गर्दाखेरि टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड एनीथिङ एनी प्यासेज एनी टेक्स्ट एनी पोएम अर प्रोज you have to go line wise you have to read it once twice thrice please follow this okay because I'm also telling you this because you'll get question answers especially the short questions and in MCQs you'll get everything from this text only okay and there they'll set the questions from within the poem so if you know the poem if you have some idea about the text it will be easy for you to answer also यो भिडियोले चाहिँ तपाईले ओभरअल के गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ एउटा आइडिया फर्म गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ हैन यो यसको बारेमा चाहिँ गर्छ समरी फर्म गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ तर आफूले चाहिँ पढ्नै पर्छ ओके यु अल आर बिग एनफ मैले यस्तो घरिघरि रिपिट गर्नु पर्दैन एन्ड मेरो नेक्स्ट क्लासेसहरुमा म आइ एम नट गोइङ टु रिपिट इट पढ्नुहोस् यो गर्नुहोस् भनेर किनभने तपाईहरु सबैजना एउटा बोर्ड एक्जाम पास गरेर आउनु भएको छ र तपाईहरु सबैजनालाई थाहा छ अब के गर्नुपर्ने हो है कसरी पढ्नुपर्ने एनीवे The grey sea and the long black land and the yellow half moon large and low. First two couplets पढ्दैछु मैले two lines पढ्दैछु. Sea is grey and the land is black. First line मा छ grey sea and the black land. यसले पोएटले यहाँ imaginary युज गर्दैछ imaginary. यसमा चाहिँ हामीले दुईटा अर्थ लगाउन सक्छ one is it's a night time that's why sea looks gray हैन gray is dull color त्यहाँ कुनै खुशी छैन एक्साइटमेन्ट छ तर something darkness is there some fear is there night time हो black is land is black है अँध्यारोमा सबै राति के गर्दैछ अँध्यारो देखिरहेको छ So everything, everywhere actually यहाँनिर कहीं न कहीं पोएटले के पनि गर्दैछ के इमेज फर्म गर्छ एउटा फियर के फियर पनि देखाउँदैछ अनि के भन्दैछ इट्स अ नाइट टाइम हैन सो आई एम अनि यहाँ द ग्रे सी दैट मीन्स ही इज इन द सी इज इन वाटर पानीमा छ सीमा छ पानीमा त पौडी त खेल्दै छैन होला मेबी इज इन अ बोट ओके एन्ड द येलो हाफ मुन लार्ज एन्ड लो र माथि आकाशमा चाहिँ के छ मुन मुनको कलरलाई कस्तो देखाएको छ इट्स येलो सो मुन चाहिँ जहिले पनि पोएट्सहरुको लागि चाहिँ एउटा फेभरेट अब्जेक्ट हो they always विशेष when it comes to love when it comes to passionate love moonlight they have shown moon in different colors है moonलाई glorify गरेको छ हैन अनि हामीले देख्छौं mostly poets they compare their beloved with moon with the beauty of moon but here यहाँनिर चाहिँ के गर्दैछ भन्दा moonलाई कोहीसँग कम्पेयर गरेको छैन बट moon is there it's half है हाफ येलो हाफ मुन छ येलो कलरको छ दैट मीन्स येलो कलरले के पनि इन्डिकेट गर्दैछ यहाँ कलर्सहरु है कलर्स कति युज गर्दैछ याद गर्नु येलो कलरको एउटा इन्डिकेसन चाहिँ हो डिजीज हैन येलोले डिजीज पनि देखाउँछ दैट मीन्स he is heading towards somewhere in darkness he is in darkness though moon is there यो पनि अलिकति के छ डिम छ येलोइश कलरको छ but still he is heading moving मैले अघि भने नि he is the poet of optimism हैन यहाँ कन्टिन्युअस कुनै पनि चीजलाई दिएर रोकिन कन्टिन्युअस मूविङ टुवर्ड्स हिज गोल एन्ड इट इज लार्ज एन्ड लो यो एकदम याद गर्नु येलो हाफ मुन लार्ज एन्ड लो यो आउँछ एमसीक्यू तिर आउँछ शॉर्ट क्वेशन्समा आउँछ and the starlit little waves that leap in fiery ringlets from the sleep as again okay and the starlit little waves that leap शब्दको मतलब हो के हो leap शब्दको मतलब चाहिँ हो सानसानो कदम लिनु हैन not to take small steps it means you are taking big steps you are leaping हैन जस्तो leopards they leap they don't take small steps and walk they leap ठुलठुलो कदम लिँदैछ सो यहाँ यो कुराले के गर्छ and the starlit little waves that leaps waves form हुँदैछ नि त पानीमा हिँड्दैछ बोटमा छ सो waves form हुँदैछ and these waves are also leaping that means यसले चाहिँ के देखाउँछ कि poet is in hurry हतारमा छ उ जानु छ कहीँ पुग्नु छ है उलाई कुनै पनि नेचुरल अब्जेक्टलाई देखेर उले त्यहाँ बसेर के गरेको छैन त्यसलाई बसेर उसले एकदम त्यसको ग्लोरिफाई यस्तो उस्तो मेन्सन गरेन उसले मुनलाई देखेर मुनलाई ब्युटिफाई गरेन मुनको बारेमा केही पनि लेखेको छैन उसले खालि भन्यो yellow half moon and moon is here it is the guiding light it is guiding light for the poet को लागि यो के छ एउटा गाइडिङ लाइट छ हैन मुनले चाहिँ के गर्छ गाइड गर्छ लाइट दिँदैछ माथिबाट बिकज इट्स डार्क अल ओभर ओके सो यहाँ के भन्छ वेव्स दैट मीन्स लीप मीन्स के गर्दैछ यो चाहिँ हतार हतार छ पोइटलाई कहीँ पुग्नु छ हैन हतार छ त्यो पनि एउटा देखाउँछ सिम्बलाइज गर्छ यो वर्डले इन द फायरी रिङलेट्स फ्रम देयर स्लीप फायरी रिङलेट्स फायरी दैट मीन्स फायर इज देयर स्पार्क इज देयर न चिल्ड्रन फायर वर्डले के बुझाउँछ फायर वर्डले एउटा चाहिँ बुझाउँछ डेन्जर व्हेन वी से फायर इज इट डेन्जर फायरले अर्को देखाउँछ प्यासन फायरी रिङलेट्स कहाँ फर्म हुन्छ रिङलेट्स भनेको सानो रिङ्सहरू फर्म हुँदैछ कहाँ फर्म हुँदैछ वाटरमा पानीमा जहाँ वाटर बडीमा जहाँ चाहिँ पोएट चाहिँ बोटमा चढेर हिँड्दैछ क्रस गर्दैछ त्यसलाई हैन वाटरलाई सीलाई अनि यहाँनिर एउटा मेबी जुन चाहिँ ऊ बोटमा चढेको थियो त्यो बोटमा हुनसक्छ के थियो के छ त्यो बोटमा हुनसक्छ सानो ल्यान्टन थियो होला ओके सानो ल्यान्टन थियो होला ल्यान्टन बलिरहेको छ अलिकति लाइट दिइरहेको छ त्यो ल्यान्टनको लाइट कहाँ परिरहेको छ पानीमा परेर कलर चेन्ज हुँदैछ हैन येल्लोइश एउटा कलर आउँछ नि पानीमा लाइट पर्दा है त्यो कलरलाई नि उसले भन्दैछ फायरी रिङलेट्स दैट मीन्स द रिङलेट्स जुन चाहिँ उसले त्यो एउटा भयो अर्को चाहिँ के सिम्बलाइज गर्छ रिङलेट्स जुन चाहिँ फर्म हुँदैछ इट इज अल्सो फुल अफ प्यासन अनि यसले चाहिँ पोएटको वाट एभर इज देयर इन हिज इनर वाल whatever is there inside him okay यसलाई चाहिँ के गर्दैछ देखाउँदैछ योले whatever is there inside him the feeling whatever feeling is there inside him right now यो fiery ringlets भन्छ he has got that intense feeling actually to meet his lover कहिले जाउँ कहिले भेटौँ है अँध्यारो छ चारैतिर हैन नाइटले अर्को कुरा देखाउँछ डेन्जर हैन अँध्यारो पनि छ अँध्यारो पनि छ देयर आर सो मेनी हर्डल्स र पनि he has got from deep inside he is in hurry to meet his beloved he wants to see her he wants to embrace her he wants to love her as I gain the cove with the pushing prow and quench its speed I the slushy sand as again the cove means a bay shore किनार अब किनारमा आइपुग्यो ओके with pushing prow PROW लेखेको छ हैन प्र भनेको चाहिँ हो बोटको त्यो फ्रन्ट साइडको हुन्छ नि यस्तो परेको है त्यो जुन चाहिँ फ्रन्ट साइडको पोर्सन हुन्छ फ्रन्ट पोर्सन अफ द बोट त्यसलाई चाहिँ भन्छ प्र र अब किनारमा आइपुग्यो अनि उसले त्यो किनारमा बेमा आएर कोभमा आएर आफ्नो बोटलाई त्यहाँ स्ट्यान्ड गर्यो राख्यो एन्ड क्वेन्च इट्स स्पिड क्वेन्च भनेको जब चाहिँ अब तिमीहरूलाई पनि थाहा छ कुनै पनि चिज मुभ गरेपछि जब त्यसको डेस्टिनेसनमा आउँछ शिप होस् हैन एरोप्लेन होस् या केही पनि होस् गाडीहरू पनि रोक्ने बेलामा चाहिँ अलिकति के गर्छ स्लो गर्छ सो यहाँ स्पिड अघि त इट वाज लिपिङ हैन लिप भन्दैछ नाउ अब अलिकति के हुन्छ धीमा हुँदैछ अलिकति सेट ब्याक गर्छ अलिकति के गर्छ क्वेन्च भनेको मतलब अब यहाँ क्वेन्च मतलबले चाहिँ के देखाउँछ कि स्पिड अलिकति स्लो भयो द्याट मिन्स रोकियो एन्ड क्वेन्च स्पिड आई द स्लशी स्यान्ड यहाँ चाहिँ पोइटले स्लशी स्यान्ड अघि मैले तिमीलाई भने इट इज अलिटरेसन नाउ I've told you that he has used much he has used imaginaries भिजुअल इमेजिनेरिज हैन भिजुअल इमेजिनेरिज भने जो हामीले आँखाले देख्नु पनि सक्छौं हैन अनि इमेजिनेरिजहरु इमेजेसहरुलाई उले थुप्रै युज गरिएको छ यहाँनिर चाहिँ स्लशी स्यान्ड स्लशी मडी छ खुट्टा टच गर्न सक्छ यसलाई चाहिँ हामी टेक्टाइल्स पनि भन्छ टेक्टाइल्स पनि भनिन्छ so he is using this kind of imaginaries okay tactile 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 imaginaries जो चाहिँ टच हुन सक्छ हामीले सेन्स गर्न सक्छौं टच गरेर स्लशी स्यान्ड भनेको स्यान्ड माथि हिँड्दै छ नि त उयो चाहिँ कस्तो छ भिजेको छ खुट्टामा लाग्छ नि किरिक किरिक त्यस्तो खालको Next paragraph Mauda. Then a mile of warm sea-scented beach, 3 fields to cross till a farm appears. अब shore मा आएर पनि उसले के गरे 1 mile he had to cross a mile of this long sea beach. 1 mile लामो sea beach ले cross गर्यो अनि sea beach चाहिँ कस्तो छ it is warm. Normally चाहिँ रात्रिको बेलामा नाइट टाइममा सी शोरहरु बीचेसहरु शोर्सहरु के हुन्छ चिसो हुन्छ बलुवा त्यहाँ भएको माटो चिसो हुन्छ तर यहाँ चाहिँ पोएटले के भन्दैछ इट इज वार्म तातो छ भन्दैछ व्हाई इट इज वार्म यहाँ चाहिँ वार्मथ अगेन पोएटको पोएट जो चाहिँ आफ्नो बिलभेडसँग भेट्नुको लागि इज इन हरी he has got that warmth passion within him to meet his beloved अनि त्यो warmth चाहिँ त्यो जो चाहिँ उसको inside him जुन चाहिँ छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ त्यो सीशोर को त्यो बलुवामा हिँड्दा त्यहाँको माटोमा हिँड्दा उले त्यो warmth feel गर्दैछ ओके warmth त्यो पनि एउटा के भयो टच गरेर हैन that means टच हुँदैछ त्यहाँ आफ्नो त्यहाँनिर so he is feeling that he is getting that feeling of warmth feeling हुँदैछ sea scented beach एकदम मकमक गनाइरहेछ अब गनाउँदैन भन्दिन मकमक बास्ना आइरहेछ ओके so sea scented scent as a perfumed आइरहेछ that means he is reached now he is very near to his beloved place he has reached the land of his beloved अनि त्यहाँनिर पुग्ने बित्तिकै उसलाई उसको बिलभेड को फिलिङ उसको बिलभेड को वार्मथ उसको बिलभेड को परफ्यूम he got that okay 3 fields then after crossing 1 mile of long beach sea he crossed 3 fields please you remember this how long was the beach right 1 mile यस्तोहरु short questions multiple choice मा आउँछ you had to cross 3 fields तीनटा ठुलो खेतहरु फिल्डहरुले के गर्यो क्रस गर्यो and then he reached the farm a tap at the pane the quick sharp scratch जस्तो पस्यो त्यहाँनिर उसले के गर्यो he tap at the pane या पेन भन्दा चाहिँ यो चाहिँ विन्डो पेन है खिड्कीमा उसले नक गर्यो हल्कासँग ट्याप गर्यो टक टक मात्रै यो चाहिँ मेबी अ सिम्बल थियो साइन थियो दैट आई हैव रिच्ड हियर भनेर उसको बिलभेड को लागि एन्ड ब्लू स्प्राउट अफ अ लाइटेड म्याच जस्तो उसले हात छिट्टोसँगले ट्याप गर्यो नाउ आई हैव रिच्ड हियर आई एम हियर आई एम आउटसाइड भनेर उले एउटा साइन दियो आफ्नो बिलभेडलाई भित्रबाट उसले के देख्यो ब्लू स्प्राउट of a lighted match उसको भित्रबाट उसको बिलभेडले चाहिँ एउटा के गर्यो माचिस जलायो माचिस जलाउँदै आउँछ नि ब्लू कलर है त्यो लाइट जुन चाहिँ आउँछ yes I am here I am waiting for you लाइटले के गराउँछ उज्यालोपना देखाउँछ लाइटले के देखाउँछ लाइटले चाहिँ जहिले पनि वे देखाउँछ हैन yes it is there भन्ने कुरा देखाउँछ नि लाइटले हामीलाई सो त्यो लाइटले के बुझायो कि yes I am here I am waiting for you please come in त्यो उले लाइट गरेर उसको बिलभेडले उसको लेडी लभले उलाई पनि के गर्यो उसलाई साइन दियो हैन इशारा गर्यो होला and a voice less loud through its joys and fears यहाँ चाहिँ दुईटा अपोजिट वर्ड joy and fear. एउटा खुसी थियो, they were joyful, हैन, एकदमै खुसी भइरहेको थियो, but त्यो ह्याप्पीनेसलाई, त्यो जोयलाई उनीहरूले एकदम सेलिब्रेट गर्नु सकेन, देखाउनु सक्दैन थियो, कराएर खुसी भएर यस वेलकम भन्नु सक्दैन थियो, हैन, किनभने there is fear also, fear of the society, fear of maybe girl's family, if they see us like this meeting each other, हैन, at night भनेर त्यो एउटा डर थियो। अर्को चाहिँ थियो उनीहरुकोमा त्यसले उनीहरुले खुलेर के गर्न सक्दैन थियो, आफ्नो प्रेमलाई, आफ्नो लभलाई, they can't show it. So and the voices were less loud, that means त्यहाँ कुनै पनि प्रकारको हल्ला थिएन, they were talking very softly, very little talk was there. यहाँबाट पोएटले अर्को पनि के देखाउँछ कि in love, when you are in love, you don't have to speak each and every time to show your feelings. You don't have to say yes I love you this and that. अब धेरैवटा शब्दहरु, वर्ड्सहरु चाहिँ words बिना पनि you can talk to each other. With very few words also you can talk to each other. And the two hearts beating each to each. Now they met each other. एक अर्काको उनीहरु आम्ने सामने थियो, हैन, and the two hearts beating each to each भनेको चाहिँ अब चाहिँ maybe they embrace themselves, एक अर्कालाई अंगालो मारेर, they are very close to each other, as if two hearts are beating side by side, सँगसँगै at a time. Two hearts are beating, सँगसँगै छ जस्तो देख्दैछ. That means those two lovers are very close to each other. Obviously they've met after a long time, isn't it? So now they are in the union of their love. They are united in their, now they are united in their love. And here ends the poem. Now children, यहाँनिर हामीले मैले अघि तिमीलाई भन्दै थिए रबर्ट ब्राउनिङले धेरैवटा के युज गर्थ्यो, इमेजिनेरिजहरु युज गर्यो. We saw many visual imaginaries like grey sea, isn't it? Yellow black land, half moon. तर यो इमेजिनेरिजहरु जे पनि उले इमेजेसहरु युज पायो अराउन्ड जसले उलाई सराउन्ड गर्यो, यो कुराहरुले उलाई रोकेन. यहाँ उसले his focus was to meet his beloved. He set his focus that he had to cross as much as hurdles that comes, he has to cross it and go and meet his love. Okay. यहाँनिर चाहिँ it's a continuous journey. यहाँ कुनै पनि कुराले उसलाई रोकेन. We didn't see him like going and describing the moon or the sea or the fairy ringlets. They were just words. He put just words, images, words in form of words. He put those images in front of us. And it was a continuous journey. यहाँ उ कहीं पनि, he didn't stop anywhere. In Wordsworth's poem, in our last class, in Wordsworth's poem, we saw a poet, he was passing somewhere, he was going somewhere and he saw London city and he stand there and he started describing that place, that particular thing. Even, here Browning was very much clear and focused what he has to do, where he has to go. Okay, so यहाँनिर यो दुईटा पोएम, त्यो अस्तिको पोएमले यहाँ अहिलेको पोएटको पोएममा डिफरेन्स यो पनि एउटा छ. There are many differences, तर यो पनि एउटा तिमीहरूले you'll find difference. Now in the beginning I told you that he was Victorian poet and his style was dramatic monologue. Dramatic monologue भनेको चाहिँ actually के हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ it's a lyrical poem. Dramatic monologue is also a lyrical poem uttered by a single speaker, okay, at a critical moment of life. Actually, dramatic monologue. Monologue भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ आउँछ mono means single, log means talk, speak. Monologue भनेको एक्लै बोल्नु, कुनै पनि कुरालाई एक्लै बसेर बोल्नु या त्यो कुरालाई describe गर्नु, भन्नु. We know, our audience knows that speaker is talking alone, but someone is listening. यो चाहिँ monologue भयो. र कुनै एउटा critical situation मा speaker जब बोल्छ, एक्लै बोल्छ, जो चाहिँ poet himself चाहिँ हुँदैन, poetले आफूले आफूलाई म भनेर गर्दैन, but some other people address गरेर उ बोल्छ, then it is called dramatic actually monologue. And Robert Browning ले चाहिँ आफ्नो poetries मा, आफ्नो creations मा, आफ्नो workहरुमा dramatic monologue थुप्रै use गरेको छ. He has lyrics लाई उले lyric भनेको चाहिँ सानो poems हो. Okay, lyric भनेको small poem जहाँ चाहिँ मान्छेको feelings, emotions, different emotions र feelings हरुलाई देखाइन्छ. यस्तो खालको poem लाई भन्छ lyric. Okay, अनि dramatic monologue, dramatic यो जुन चाहिँ poem छ, यो चाहिँ actually a dramatic lyric हो. Dramatic lyric चाहिँ जब lyric लाई चाहिँ dramatic form मा present गरिन्छ, then it is called dramatic lyric. And Browning चाहिँ यो कुरामा he is expert. Okay boys, now we have come to the end of today's class. If you have the main theme of this story is of this poem is love, victory of love. If you are the passionate victory of a passionate lover to meet his beloved, and on his way, whatever hurdles comes, whatever obstacles comes, or whatever beauty comes, he doesn't care, but he focuses on his goal. He focuses on his love, on his meeting. Main theme of this poem is love. What kind of love? Love between two passionate lovers, and how a lover crosses all the hurdles to meet his beloved, and nothing. We also see some sensuality in this poem. Some sensuality, element of sensuality is also there in this poem. यहाँ चाहिँ खाली soul को love मात्रै छैन, यहाँ चाहिँ अलिकति physical love, bodily love को पनि कुरा छ, but in this physical love also they are solely involved, है, यो कुरा पनि यहाँ छ. So unlike this is तिमीहरुलाई अर्को के आउँछ भन्ने चाहिँ, okay boys, I've made a small slide for your reference. So if you have any problem with this lecture, you can also refer to that slide which will be provided to you. And some questions also there in that slide. I've also provided some questions. Questions, once again I'm repeating, MCQ you will get. For that you have to read this poem thoroughly, once, twice, agi मैले भने. Then short questions हरु कस्तो आउँछ भने describe the yellow half moon, है, यो आउला. So short question means 1 or 2 marks को, so 1 mark को short question तिमीले के गर्नु पर्यो 1 mark को मतलब 1 or 2 sentences मा लेख्नु पर्यो है। यो आउँछ long questions हरु आउँछ, long questions 100 marks को हुन्छ, like give the justify the title of the poem, यो आउनु सक्छ long question मा, or the describe the journey of the lovers to meet his beloved, write the summary substance of the poem, यो सबै चाहिँ तिमीहरुलाई long questions मा आउँछ। Anyway, I have provided you all the questions, especially the long questions in the slide only. So if you have any doubts, you can also clarify yourself through those slides. And with this, we have come to the end of today's lesson. Let's meet in our next class. Thank you.